young girls
Fold him out of it.
food out of it. I mean, now he weighs about 95 pounds.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Was
He
he
was a fool.
was he already small before that?
Mm-hmm. He weighed maybe about, I would say 190. And now he weighed about 190. I mean, he weighed about 90.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was a fool, drinking, smoking, just.
Doing everything but what he's supposed to be doing.
And the youngest son, he ended up got foods out of his little money. But the oldest son, he's up in Alexandria. He works at a plant up there.
Mm.
So
Okay.
he's still, from what I can understand, got his money.
Okay, so like at least one person
That's right.
doing okay.
But she was the brain of the family. She was the smart one, you know.
Gotcha.
She the one kept it going. But it happens. Sometimes things just happen, you know.
I know that was just random to hear that, huh?
Mm-hmm. And when they called us back and said she had died, it was like, what? What? Having surgery. And her daughter-in-law, she worked there with us too. And her daughter-in-law said, she told her, Julie, girl, you come on here and make me look pretty. Because you know how I like to look when I'm going anywhere, and especially now since I have surgery, I want to look pretty.
Lord.
That happens. It just happens. We just don't know. None of us know.
Correct.
Yeah. That's why I'm going to get rid of this. Live my life. Do what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And just, you know, can't think about the past. I've gotten older. I'm 73 years old.
Really?
And I want to just, you
know. Yeah. Just chill out, huh?
Yeah.
You be shopping and stuff? You do a lot of shopping?
I just came back off a cruise.
You still got any of your vintage clothes from back in the day?
I'm sorry?
You still got any of your clothes from the 90s and 80s
oh,
and stuff?
Yeah. Look, you still got some up there.
You know, that's back in style now, huh?
I know. They still got some upstairs.
Oh, in the attic? What?
Oh, them shoes got some red, what it was, red and black pumps or whatever they call them shoes. Still got some of that stuff. Still got some of that stuff. Overcoats, all kinds of shit. Life go on.
It does. It absolutely does. With or without you.
I had a good husband because my husband was Creole, you know. They were from New Roads.
Okay.
And my husband wanted us to experience stuff because when he met me, I didn't know I was country, you know. I didn't know nothing. Hadn't really been nowhere. My daddy kept us in the yard, in the yard all the time. We didn't go nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
That big church, when you going back, is that biggest church the first big church you're gonna get to on your right hand side.
Okay.
It says Nazarene Baptist Church.
Mm-hmm.
That's from Morrisonville. Dow Chemical bought my relatives out. My great-great-grandfather, Reverend Henry Morrison, that's who Morrisonville was named after. My dad is great-grandfather, so it was my great-great-grandfather.
Oh.
They got if you're going, like I was saying about the River Road, if you know how to go on the River Road, on the side of the River Road, they got his face embedded in the concrete like that with the name and the year it was founded and all that stuff. But he was killed.
Oh.
And how he was killed, he was poisoned because of the fact that my grandfather was teaching blacks how to read and write.
Oh,
and that wasn't acceptable. But it's an old preacher used to be around here, and he told us this. He said, but how your grandfather was poisoned, you know, the white man couldn't just come up on that party. He got some of us, you mean blacks.
Yeah.
They gave a party, and my grandfather was there, and they poisoned him.
What?
Reverend McNair, he would always tell, he's dead now, dead and gone. His son is the pastor now over there, and he would tell the story to us all the time. He say, the white folks couldn't kill your grandfather.
It was one of us.
It was one of us.
That's sad.
Because they didn't want them to know how to read and write, you know.
It was probably somebody he helped learn how to read and write that poison.
Yes. He never told us who. But I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was.
I'm assuming the person would be dead now that did it. You think? Okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm. But see, Reverend Magnan never did tell us who the person was.
So could the person have been alive when he was telling y'all who did it?
Probably, maybe he just never told us anything. My father was a pastor too, Reverend Jacob. That's my daddy. That's my maiden name, Jacob.
Jacob, okay.
Mm-hmm. And my father was alive then too, so I guess he wouldn't want that for my father getting into trouble. You know, to worry about stuff like that anyway, you know. Mm-hmm. So that's how they did it. That's how white folks did that thing, you know, back then.
They still do stuff like that.
Yes.
They still get one of us to mess over one of us.
Exactly.
I know.
You know it. So, what are we looking at? Think about it.
I have to base the house on the houses that's around it. I got to base the value on that.
Okay.
So, I would have to be somewhere between 30 and 50.
That low?
Yeah. You got to look at what's around it. In mobile homes, they don't add no value to a neighborhood, and they just bring it down just so much.
I know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be somewhere between those two numbers.
Between 30 and 50.
Mm-hmm.
But I got to go back and sit down and think. Okay?
Mm-hmm. And I'll pay the closing costs for you. You're not behind on any taxes or anything like that, huh?
Uh-huh.
You're not behind on any taxes.
No.
Okay, gotcha. I'll pay.
You know my tree, I got a clear title.
Okay, gotcha.
I got a clear title. So I don't have, nobody owns this for me, and I made sure I paid my son out. He said, oh, don't worry, because you see, if you want, when you decide to get everything, because my husband was married before.
Okay.
And I made sure to pay them thugs out.
Mm-hmm.
I made sure to get them, took them over there to DuPont. And DuPont fills out all the papers and got it. And my son says, well, when you get ready, and you're paying them out, paying everybody out, don't worry, I'm just going to hand the check that you give to me back to you.
Yeah, sign it back over to you.
Right,
yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I got it, yeah, right. Took that check and went with his thuggish brother and went on. I ain't see him since they, well, I don't mean it like that, but I mean, they had a party.
Gotcha. Oh, you're talking about your stepkids?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And one of them had nerve enough, the girl, she had nerve enough to call me back. And she wanted to borrow some more money. And that's when my son said, well, why you do that? I said, that's what you do, people. You loan them that money. And she wanted to borrow it. So you loan her that money so she won't ever come back because she'll never pay me. Yeah. She owed me, so she's not going to come back.
That's how you do. You loan it to them. You don't just give it to them.
Right.
Because they're going to pay you back. They don't have to ask you for no more.
So.
You still talk to them?
Well, she's mad. She don't speak to me. Why? Because she owes me.
Oh,
They're mad. Well, she don't speak, but the rest of them, you know.
Okay, they speak when they speak.
But
okay.
That's all right, too. I love it. I love it. It's fine.
Unless you got to deal with.
So, but that's good, you know. You learn. Both sense is the best sense. You learn that.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with that, knowing that.
How old are they?
How old are they?
Mm-hmm.
My baby is 44.
Okay.
So they were older. My oldest son will be 54 now.
Okay.
They're older than that.
Okay.
So they about 60.
70, something like that. Okay.
60 come down.
Okay.
60 coming down. Because I didn't know my husband, and my husband was like 13 years older than me.
Okay.
I didn't know him then. He had graduated from high school and everything.
Okay.
Before then, I didn't know him. So the oldest boy, I'll say about 60. Then the next one, they were staff steps, 58, like that, you know.
Okay.
But I made sure, put them all, we went over there and like went to DuPont, the lawyer DuPont, and set them all down, and wrote all in the checks, all everything. DuPont stamped it, gave it to them. So make sure I was right. Now, if anything would happen to me, well, then my son would have all rights to the house.
Okay,
You know?
right, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay,
So there wouldn't be no problem. He had all rights to it.
gotcha.
So, but let me go talk about it. Let me go sit down and pray about it.
Absolutely.
I don't do nothing until I pray about it. I'm just.
I don't blame you. I like to sleep on stuff.
Yeah, right. I have to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
But the house is a nice house. I wish you was somebody that could just have the want to do it. You know, want to just look at the house and want to, even if you rent it and come over here and, you know, Section 8 ain't bad over here either, but you might not want to deal with that.
Well, we do Section 8 in Baton Rouge.
Huh?
We do Section 8 in
Oh,
Baton
y'all
Rouge.
do it, because over here, 3-bedroom over here is $1,100.
Hmm.
So that ain't bad money.
That ain't bad at all. I think it's went up since last year though.
Might be.
Because it goes up about $50 each year, so I don't know last time you looked at it, but it goes up.
The guy
Sometimes,
over the Section 8 over here, he told me, he said, Miss Baker, I don't understand why the people in Plaquemine, why they don't want, they don't even come get vouchers anymore.
What?
They don't. Because he told me, he said, you knew somebody in Baton Rouge, and they wanted to live over here in Plaquemine, they could get still, their voucher would still go. They could have a voucher over here. That's what he told me. He said, because it's so sad the people over here won't even fill out the papers to get a voucher.
Wow. And know they need the voucher.
Mm-hmm. So it's not bad. It's not bad at all. And for sure you're gonna get your money. You definitely gonna get your money. But some people just, I don't know, just don't care. And you can be, like, he told me, he said, he was trying to get me a while back when I was getting Section 8. He was trying to get it. He had a school teacher and her daughter was slow. He said he knew that would have been a good case, but they ended up going with somebody in Addis.
Hmm.
But that's what he was. He said, I'm not supposed to really pick people, whatever he said, but they would have been an idea for you. And I know they would have, you know.
Hmm.
So, all right,
Okay.
we gonna talk.
Okay. I cut all the lights off that was back there.
Oh, good. So I don't have to worry about locking up and letting everything else is locked up.
Did you lock the door that we went through to go to the washroom? The washroom?
Huh?
You locked the door that we went through to go to the
No, I
washroom?
just
huh?
have to lock that one up.
Okay.
I lock it from the outside.
Gotcha.
And my niece, she lives right there, so she watches.
Oh, okay.
She works at Oshner's. People pretty good to me.
I see.
Cause I'm good, but I'm good to people. Yeah.
Hey, you gotta be good to people.
I try to do all I can. I don't hurt nobody. That's why when that man did me that, I said, well, that's all right if you're doing me that. I don't care, sir. You can do me that. They're gonna come back and kick you in the tail.
Oh, it always gonna get them.
And just like I said it came right on back, and he was asking me, do you have somebody to rent your place out yet? I said, you can't.
You did him just right.
I might have somebody come over tomorrow that cut the grass for me. They charged me $40, but that ain't much.
No, that ain't bad at all.
And they're weedy.
Oh, they do everything.
I don't have no problems. My sisters are all school bus drivers over here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the only key. You can't even find a key. The man who redid that,
Mm-hmm.
he works in New Orleans. And he got that key out of New Orleans and we can't even find a key.
Can't find a key like that.
Can't find it. And nothing, see, nothing is on it there. Nothing is on it there.
So you don't know what kind of brand it is.
Mm-mm. And I've been all over.
Yes, indeed. Okay. You take it easy. Thank you, baby. Let me know something by Monday.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, pray on it. I like that Lexus now. You want to sell it?
The man that over there at Chrysler Lawn, that's what he told me whenever I decided. Cause see, I had a couple of years ago, I had a Toyota Avalon,
Okay.
and I used to walk up that dial, and the guy walked with me from dial. He told me, he said, if you ever decide to sell that Avalon, let me know. So finally, I decided to sell the Avalon. She took it. When he took it out to his mechanic said nobody had ever sat on the back seat of that car. They still got the original papers in there. Asked her if she got another one she wanted to sell. I said, no, I ain't got no more.
Oh, Jesus.
But and it's still going. I be calling him sometimes when I see him on the highway, leaving out a dial going.
What?
I say, I want my car back.
Call back, yep.
He said, hell no.
Hell no.
And it's moving. The man told him I hadn't even really turned over miles or something like that. He said,
Yeah, you ain't put that many miles on it,
right,
yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I used to use it out. I worked at the prison a little while, and I bought it when I was working at the prison. Cause going to and from like that at night over there, sometimes you had to make sure you had a good car, because I had a camera.
Uh-huh.
I gave my son the camera. And, well, he wanted me to co-sign to get him. I said, you can have this camera. I'm going to buy me a car. And that's when I bought me a car.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
All right, so we going to talk?
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to get out of this chat because the chat is going to be bad now.
Hey, I'm about to get out of it.
All right.
All right, thank you. But y'all, that's it. I think the offer was pretty solid on it. Let me know what y'all think. Make sure y'all like this video. If y'all don't be liking stuff, and they be helping me rank and stuff like that. But let me know what y'all think. Would y'all have offered something that low on the property, or what would y'all, have done? But that's it. That's all. Hopefully we get it. I'm pretty sure we will. Yeah, and yeah, I feel confident. But I'm charging my phone up. But yeah, I feel very confident that we're gonna get the house. So, trying to let y'all see the rest of the neighborhood, or this street right here. Excuse me. I think I need to go to the title company to do some stuff, but please don't turn over up here, my boy. It's crazy. And people living in these houses like this, so yeah. But that's it. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all later.